All right, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to the Tipped Out Podcast. This is a special episode here. This is episode 18. This is going to be PGA Tour Player Fight Night. Special edition here with our friends. Going to be boozing a little bit, chopping it up, and talking all things about the PGA Tour players and their head-to-head matchups. But before we hop into that, we're just going to kind of go around, introduce the guys a little bit, see where everybody's at. We all went to college together at SUNY Delhi on the golf team. And now let's find out where everybody's at. I don't know how the screen's going to be orientated. I think I've tried to use that word before. Still don't know if it's real.
Oriented.
Or what'd you say?
Oriented. We'll just go ahead. Start with Zach.
Zach Barrett, bottom right, at least on my screen. He was on our golf team. Like I said, went to Delhi. Zach, where are you at now, brother?
Right now, I'm back up upstate New York, right around Syracuse area, and gearing up to go back down to Country Club of Darien, down in Fairfield County, Connecticut. Excited to get back down there.
Dope, bro. You just worked in Nashville, right?
Yeah, I was down there for all of 6 months, and great experience. If you haven't been to Nashville, definitely go. It's really fun. But we're back, back up. That was just the internship, and now we're starting the real work, I guess you could say.
That's dope, dude. So I probably should have mentioned it before, but yeah, Zach is on some bad internet connection, so he may not be able to hear us. We may not be able to hear him, or we could just lose him at any point. But yeah, so that was Troubadour, right? That's what it's called, Troubadour?
Yeah, Troubadour Golf and Field Club, part of Discovery Lane Company. It's a pretty cool experience. More of an experience than it is golf, which is great.
Nice. What's up, Mr. Ryan Clark, bro? How are you doing, and where are you at?
Pretty good. Spent all of last summer in Corning, New York, just doing absolutely nothing pretty much. But gearing up for this summer again, going to be at Soaring Eagles golf course in Horseheads, New York. Corning, going to be assistant pro there as my computer just decides to do 500 different notifications.
Oh, man, that's awesome, bro. Who's been playing? Has anyone had a chance to play golf other than myself?
Sometimes I get snowshoes on.
A little bit. I played a couple times, yeah.
What's up, Jarrett? How you been, man?
Not too bad. Yeah, so I'm also back home, Canandaigua, New York.
Hey.
I've been here since, I think I left a week before Zach did. Got back like a week before Thanksgiving. I've just been taking time to see the fam. Got to see the little bro play hockey a little bit. And then 2 weeks from now, I'll be heading down to Austin, Texas at another Discovery property, similar to the one that Zach and I worked at. So that's a brand new property, just opened back in August. So I'm excited to go down there and kind of help them. What's up?
What's it called?
Driftwood Golf and Ranch Club. Yeah, so it's got that same little outdoorsy family style that Troubadour did. And yeah, I'll be down there for a couple of years, start my PGA work and all good things.
That's dope, brother. And my boy John Smolin in my neck of the woods down here in Florida now. Where you at, dude?
Yeah, I'm down in Jacksonville, Florida. Moved down here a couple months ago and just chilling. First assistant at Eagle Harbor. It's fine.
Yes, dude, that's awesome. And we know the other GOAT, Mr. Daniel Christie, just absolutely choking on an Italian over there. But yeah, stay muted, dude. All right, so let's hop into the first round here. We got the fighter. We have Zach's fighter, Patrick Reed, and myself with Jason Day. So what is the tail of the tape, Zachary? Do we know the height and weight of Mr. Skinner?
Oh, yeah. We got Patrick Nathaniel Reed coming in at 6 feet flat, 203 pounds, out of San Antonio, Texas. I mean, this guy is an absolute beast. On paper, animal.
On paper. Shit. All right.
Cowboy.
I'm not gonna be able to keep this together. And over to Jason Day, my homie standing tall, 6 foot, 195. He's coming from Bow Desert, Australia, straight from the rubbish tip with his irons. So I think if I had to give you, jeez, we got to have like a disclaimer. Like I love all these golfers, but things are going to be thrown around here. But I think if I had to give one quality as to why Jason Day is going to win in a fight out there against Mr. Patrick Reed, other than the cup size of his breast, I would have to say that he's just going to be a fighter, man. Like he's been fighting all his life from Bow Desert. So I think he's got that fighter spirit. I don't know about Patrick Reed. Seems like a mama's boy.
I mean, we know Patrick Reed will do whatever it takes to get the win. Like he's gonna cheat, he's gonna play dirty, he's gonna do whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think if it comes down to a potential ruling and there has to be a buyout with my player Jason Day, are we like the player, or are we just like kind of representing the player? I don't know how to like what should my third person?
I think it's like you're in your player's
This is
corner.
a persuasive paper, Palmer. You're persuading people to go for your guy.
Like a bibliography.
Something like that.
Anyway, so with my tour winnings of over 50 million, I don't know how many times you cheat on tour, but I'll be able to buy out the rules officials and kind of get it in my favor. I think that's just my my plan here.
I don't know. Well, besides that, I mean, besides the money, we got my wife. She's crazy. Or well, his wife is crazy, bro. I don't know if that has any factor, but she'll go like some crazy like jujitsu shit and like mentally abuse you and like make you hate your family and shit. Like it's crazy. Like she's built different. Like just from the sideline, I think having that edge is like huge.
I think if anyone here knows, it would be you. But yeah, my player's wife, Ellie, I think just by the name we know there's some bad dips there. So I think she's gonna go down too. She's gonna come claws out, rings on, like hoops are coming out, but she's swinging that Louis Vuitton, son.
Yeah, right.
So let's go to, after those very compelling high school debates there, let's get to the voting process.
I'm going to vote right now.
Give it a vote.
Yeah, I feel like we just gave a reason to vote.
I'm voting Patrick Reed.
Let's give a reason.
Should we give a reason? Yeah.
My reason is because I feel like he'd be the type of guy that would bring a knife to a fist fight.
That's valid.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Patrick Reed. Jason Day just seems too nice.
He's got vertigo, bro. You can't beat him up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that.
It's paraplegic. Clarky?
He's already getting beat up by.
I'm also going to go with Pete Reed because he will just do anything to win a fight. Yeah, does anything to win a PGA Tour event. I can imagine a fight.
I think if I have fireflies from Fortnite, I think we can clutch that, because even Kevin Kisner said if he's on fire, like they're not gonna piss to put it out. So I mean, stay away from flames, I guess, if you're Patrick Reed. So Jarrett, what is your? You voted first or no?
I didn't vote yet, but I'm gonna have to go with the majority. Pete Reed. Coming from Jason Day's side, I just heard a lot about money and paying off the rest. I didn't really hear anything when it comes to like strength or fighting wise.
You hear that heartfelt story about his hardships of early childhood.
Honestly, I don't think Pete Reed cares about that.
I thought it was coming up, baby.
I don't think Pete Reed cares about that.
Just cut down 7 wood from the rubbish tip. Jason Day executed.
All right.
Cool. Yep.
Let's move on here. We're gonna go right to Keegan Bradley versus Mark Leishman.
Nice.
I'll be representing Mark Leishman.
I believe Keegan Bradley.
You have Keegan Bradley. Would you like to go first or second, Brandon?
We didn't really want to take this fight, to be honest, but kind of got talked into it. We might be taking a kind of a fall here in the early first round, but yeah, I'll go first. So I've got Mr. Keegan
right.
Bradley. He's definitely one of the pound for pound toughest and tallest cats in this fight. He's 6'3". I know you're gonna say, Bubba's out there, he's pretty tall, but it's not the fight. He's 190 pounds, dry. Just dry, straight up, bone naked. But you put some jeans on him, maybe some like male Uggs, gets in a little kiddie pool. I think we can get him up to 205. So I'm gonna say 6'3", 205, age 35. So he's really getting into the peak like dad strength years, and he loves to fish. So your turn. He wears Jordans, dude. They're trash. Go ahead.
I have a small paper ready for our guy Mark Leachman here. He was born in Warrnambool, Victoria, in 1938. Oh, sorry, 83. He's 38 years old.
Cool, America.
He is 6'2", and drum roll please, he weighs in at 200 pounds.
Damn, I got him.
Also dry.
Beefy.
I'm gonna start right from his early childhood. Very good player growing up. At age 13, he won his club championship, and he was playing in the same group as his dad. So I believe that would make him his dad's daddy at age 13.
He probably cheated. Who kept score?
Probably, dude. What?
Why his dad?
Listen, bro, I'm representing Leishman, not P. Reed.
Plot twist.
Just throughout his whole PGA Tour career, on and off the course, he's shown a lot of determination. Give me a second. It's just gonna be edited out. We're chilling.
What?
All right. Shown a lot of determination. We just have to. Just cut this part out. I'm gonna have to skip it, man. I can't.
There's no shot you cut this out. Oh, come here. Oh my god. All right.
When it comes to golf, Mark has battled it out on the mini tours for many years. Can't look at Palmer right now. I'm gonna look at myself. Battled it out on the mini tours for many years. Played on tours smaller than what would be Corn Ferry today. Made it through there. Really persevered. Came out on the tour. He's won a couple times now. And for his first PGA Tour win, he came back from a deficit of 6 strokes on the final day. This shows that Mark is more than willing to chase you down and mess you up. You can run, but you can't hide from Mark. He's also from Australia, where everything can kill you. So I'm sure that makes you tougher growing up there. Not to mention that he's built like a grizzly bear. So I can't imagine really trying to fight him. I feel like anything you threw at him, you just kind of eat and just give it back to you twice as hard. And lastly, I know he has a strange obsession with grass, as I've seen it on Golf Channel documentaries, reruns that I've watched in the pro shop over and over. And I'm sure he's more than willing to make his opponents familiar with the turf as well.
That was compelling. To be honest, yeah, definitely a golf clap. Like I said, didn't come prepared with this fighter. He really didn't show me heart early on. So I mean, I'm in his corner, but it is what it is. But like I said, the boy's from Woodstock, Vermont. We all know Woodstock, right? Pretty good stuff. His wife's name is Jillian. That's another factor.
All right, I think we're just gonna have to send it to voting then, unless you have any closing argument there, BP.
No, I do. He was an all-state ski racer. He has superstitions. He's got to mark that ball heads up. So even when he loses this fight, he's going to be happy because he always marks his ball heads up. But if you care to know, fun little fact, this isn't going to help his case at all, but his dream foursome, hopefully on the golf course, his dad, Ben Hogan, and Tom Brady. So pretty goated. Special interest, like I said before. Fishing. Let's see, but yeah, let's take it to voting. I don't know. I don't hate any player on tour, but if I did, it'd be Keegan. I don't know why. I don't love it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm going with Mark Leachman on this one.
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that vote.
Well, Jarrett?
Yeah, Australian probably gets a little nasty. I'm gonna go with Leishman.
All right, my vote is Leishman.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Next up, we've got Brooks Koepka and Sergio Garcia.
Boy.
Clardy's been waiting for this all week.
That's the only reason why I didn't take Bubba.
Big facts. Jerry, you want to lead it off?
Nope, you got it. Go ahead.
Okay. Coming out of Spain, some place that I don't want to pronounce in fear of pronouncing it terribly wrong and offending someone, is Sergio Garcia, who comes in at 5'10" and 180 pounds, a very feisty 5'10", 180 pounds. If you have seen any of his PGA Tour career that started in 1999, El Nino is no longer El Nino. He is now a cool 41 years old. But being 41 years old, he still has that Spanish rage just burning in his heart, just terrifying every single person he ever comes into contact with. Along with that Spanish rage, though, he did recently in the last few years become a father. So he has the Spanish rage and he has that dad strength. So anything he does just compounds with just the fire of like Seve Ballesteros just burning in him. And honestly, with that dad strength, just can go through anyone. Go ahead, Jared.
It's so funny because I'm laughing so hard, but I'm muted. So like, it's just like such an awkward silence. But I love that shit.
All right, that was solid. So so coming out of West Palm Beach, Florida, 6 foot, 205 pounds of pure man, I have Brooks Koepka. And the guy's arms are the size of Garcia's entire head, dude. Like, I don't even think we just saw what he did to Bryson in the match, right? Bryson tried talking a little bit of smack. Brooks just handled it pretty easily. The 4-time major champion can bench press 315 pounds. That's about that. He can bench a Sergio Garcia in half. So, Sergio just hits a bunker with his club one too many times. Brooks is bound to lose it. Brooks has that doesn't care mentality. If someone's in his corner and says, you gotta beat this guy up, he's gonna do it. I read an article that the biggest guy on tour right now, Bryson DeChambeau, admitted that Brooks would physically beat him in a fight. And it just kind of shows that he's feared on tour. No one really wants to mess with him. And another little GOAT stat that I looked up before is 2019 Honda Classic. Brooks Koepka, 40 minutes before his tee time, was just casually benching 225, just establishing dominance within the PGA Tour. Led to a nice solid 68 round 30. It's just I won't consider him the GOAT because we all know who the GOAT is, but he's pretty close. And it's Brooks Koepka. Come on now.
That's
and also, I'd love to point out real quick how you just stated he's a father. Sergio Garcia is now a father. He's taking some time away. He's got to nourish a kid. He just doesn't have it anymore, man. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right.
Okay, so with Brooks, I will say Brooks is he's usually always interested in the big money fights. So I don't think Brooks is going to see Sergio as a big money fight. I don't think he's going to come prepared. He's going to lollygag his way all the way to it. Going to think I'm going to knock Sergio out in 2 seconds, and he doesn't know what pride Sergio comes with. Also, I also want to give a quote before this year's Tour Championship. Brooks Koepka came out and said, "I'm like glass," considering his recent knee injuries, his recent wrist injury. Brooks throws one punch with that wrist, shattered, done. Arm behind his back, the arm's done now. Sergio hits one kick to the knee, that knee's gone. Now we got one armed and a one-legged Brooks going against Sergio. Not going to happen. He's done.
Hey, you know something about glass, Ryan? If you break it in the wrong spot and it shatters, it's likely to cut you.
One cut is better than one complete break, Jarrett.
Dude, Brooks Koepka would just take Sergio's head and just pop it like a balloon. And then he would raise his child for him.
All right, either
Brooks
you
can't
got
catch
any last
Sergio.
words, or can we send this into voting?
I rest my case.
I think you just, yeah. Same.
I'm gonna get my vote in, Clarky. I liked your argument, so I'm gonna go Sergio.
Nolan.
I'm gonna have to just go with Brooks. I mean, he's just a beast. I don't know.
Here we go.
Sergio, he's old. He's getting old.
Blackery.
Yeah, I'm pretty torn right here. I mean, both gave really good arguments. I'm just trying to. I'm leaning towards just the glass. The glass got me like a little bit like Tiz but a scratch from Monty Python. Like, he's gonna lose an arm and then just keep losing his limbs, and then I don't like that. I'm gonna go with Sergio. That's my vote.
Wow.
That's valid. I really didn't know. Like, I feel like Sergio would channel like the ghost of Sevi and really have like 2 people fighting that fight. But at the same time, if Brooks gets an 18-pack of Ultra in him, like, I don't know.
He's unstoppable.
If a live round bullet would stop an 18-pack,
that bullet's
Bob
turning into
Mendes.
Ultra.
I'd say two tasers. 2 tasers would probably, I don't know, just really get him going. So yeah, it's live rounds fired on Brooks Koepka. I'm going with Brooks. Yeah,
Thank you.
We're going live rounds on it.
Are we being serious right now?
This
Are
gonna have
we
to go to a
being
coin
serious?
flip,
Huh?
or this gonna have to go to a coin flip, or should we give them each 15 seconds and see if they can sway anybody?
Let's see if we can get swayed first, I guess.
All right, Clarky, you have 15 seconds. Gather yourself. Right now, I'm gonna give you a little bit.
Okay.
Gather
both
yourself.
of
I'm
you.
gonna put this on the clock.
Yeah, Palmer, you bring up the clock, please. That'd be lovely.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Perfect. Clarky, let me know when you're ready.
I am ready whenever.
I'm gonna have to find it.
15 seconds. That's pretty quick. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
You want to go
15?
20, 30? 30 seconds? I don't know.
17 seconds. Live, Bill.
Okay.
14 seconds.
Brooks might drink a bunch of Michelob before, but Michelob's kind of a bitch. I mean, Sergio's just gonna be downing that tequila, downing everything from Spain, and just be fired up with Sevi standing right next to him, the ghost of Sevi.
Time. Jarrett, you're up.
Dude. Do you see this man? He's got muscles on muscles. He's literally going to take Sergio right here and just pop his head like a balloon. Gone.
All right, John, were you swayed by either, or do we need to bring the coin out?
I'm gonna need to see a coin flip.
We're gonna need to see a coin. I second the coin.
I second the coin as well.
Whoa.
You'd be thirding the coin.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
It would be 30 in the coin. All right, I got a coin right here.
Only me.
You got a coin right there?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm prepared, bro. Okay, we got
This
heads
is ridiculous.
and we got tails. Who would Who do you think, Palmer? Who should go heads? Who should go heads? Is Brooks or tails?
Yeah, heads is Brooks. Remember
Heads is
Keegan?
I think
Brooks.
you should let Clarky call it.
Ready?
Am I calling it? What's going on?
Wait, all right,
Yeah.
Clark, you can call it. Call it in there. Ready?
Sideways.
Okay. Tails.
It's tails, gentlemen.
Tails
Trying to
never
get it.
failed.
Show.
What a joke.
Tails. Guys, well fought. It was a good one. Tough matchup there.
It's ridiculous, you know.
We got Zach
Whatever.
Barrett sideways.
Sergio Garcia, I almost really had a list there. Sergio Garcia threw a shoe. Does anyone remember that?
Oh yeah, bro.
That was
Just
rageful.
being a little baby. Being a
You
little
should have
baby.
brought that up, Palmer.
I think he threw it at Brooks. Brooks was a time traveler.
Yeah, did you see the person
Sergio
throw the
made
He
shoe
was like
back at
6
him?
years old.
Kepka threw the shoe back at him.
Yeah.
All right. What's the last one here? The last one is Bubba Watson, represented by myself, and Daniel Berger, represented by Jonathan Smolin. John, would you like to go first or second?
Ooh, I'll go, I guess.
You go. All right, lead us off,
Yeah.
Chief.
So we got Daniel Berger, 175 pounds, 6'1", not quite as tall as Bubba, but still got a little bit of height. Packs absolute bombs. Kid's 28 years old, full of youth, full of energy. He's gonna run circles around Bubba. He's not gonna know what to do. Bubba's not gonna know his left or his right. I don't know.
Just like Bubba's shot shape.
Yeah, bro. Like he's from Plantation, Florida. Not really sure what they're known for.
That's where
Planting.
Celebration is, big dog, in O-Town, baby. Homies
They
from
plant
O-Town.
there.
Oh,
Old
he's
block.
from Old Town.
Old block.
Gotcha.
Daniel,
you still with us, brother? I think it's your turn.
It is my turn. All right, I have another small paper prepared. This one's Bubba Watson. Ready?
Oh man.
Bubba is from Baghdad, Florida. Probably the better of the Bagdads to be from. He is 43 years old. He comes in at 6'3", and he's pretty light, but 180. He's just he's loose, flexible, lengthy, I like to call it. He didn't come from much in Baghdad. So he really learned to dig it out of the dirt in his early days. And he definitely has earned a gritty attitude from that. And he's not afraid to do things his own way because, his classic story of he's never taken a lesson. He's got that crazy swing. He hits whatever shot he wants, whenever he wants. And he's also an extremely lanky individual, meaning he will be looking like Elastigirl when his left hook is coming at you. Bubba is a very faithful man as well. So it's really important to remember the power of Christ compels him. And when you fight Bubba, you're really not just fighting Bubba. You're also facing up against the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you.
He's gonna have to fight through those tears. Cry so much.
I feel like I need to go to church.
Next part that we're going to get into here is a little controversial. We'll have to decide after I speak these if we should allow it in or not. But I would like everyone to know that my next statement holds most likely no truth at all and shouldn't be a direct reflection on the character of Bubba Watson. But my boss did once say that he thinks Bubba is bipolar. Meaning perhaps if you were to catch Bubba on the wrong day, he might just go psycho on your ass. On a more serious note, Bubba has been open recently with his mental health issues, which takes a lot of courage. I'm sure he would display this courage if tensions ever boiled over into a physical encounter. And lastly, Bubba can crush a golf ball. I'm sure his left hook packs just as much of a punch.
Amen, bro. Let the Jets fly over. That was fire.
Oh my Lord.
I think we can at any point, if you guys have questions here for our speakers, I think we should open the floor to that. because I have a question. Jonathan Smolin, do you know what Mr. Berger packs in that lip?
I would have to go with some Red Man if I had to take a gander.
Straight cocaine.
You know, he's a real animal. He's a down to earth guy. He likes that nitty gritty stuff, you know. He's gonna just pack a bomb, lay some haymakers on Bubba. Bubba's gonna shed a couple tears. I can be able to see.
I think
Small, and I also have a question. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I have a question about your guy in your corner. How are you going to defend that? He seems like one of the biggest pussies on tour. So
I don't believe. Have you seen this man? Have you seen him shotgun a beer? I feel like he can booze. You get a little booze in him, and he's like he can hang with him. He can hang with the best of them for sure.
All right. Before this fight,
I have not
pretty
seen him. I don't think I've
Berg.
seen him sob after winning the golf tournament, though.
What was Zach saying?
Oh, sorry. Before the fight even started, I was leaning towards just not D-Berg. I think like most people on tour I'd pick, but it's one of those pretty valid points, man. Like the shotgun, that just makes him more of like one of the guys, I think.
Yeah, he's a golfer for the people.
Where'd he went to like FSU or something, didn't he? He went to a pretty fun school down here. Just say yeah, he went to FSU.
Sure.
He played with Capco, I think.
Yeah.
See, they probably trained together. They were in the gym together.
Yeah.
I don't think Bubba's ever seen a gym.
I got a
I
question.
got that one video with Brooks.
You're going Brooks?
That didn't help my case.
Yeah, Brooks should have won. Hey, I got a question for Smolin. Hey, Smolin. So we know how much of like a lengthy swing Bubba has, and it may mean he has the reach on Berger. What's Berger gonna do to just dodge those flimsy haymakers?
Well, he definitely has the youth and agility over Bubba, so he's just gonna get inside, dodge those, throw some body shots, you know, Muhammad Ali style, and then he's just gonna tire Bubba out. He has the endurance. Bubba's gonna get tired, and he's just gonna outswing him.
John, does your golfer use a pink driver?
He definitely does not. That would never go in the bag.
DB straight vibing gonna get turned into DB straight dying, bro.
All right, I'm gonna vote first, and I'm definitely gonna say Daniel Berger is definitely gonna bring some Florida boys to this fight, and it's not gonna be one-on-one. He's gonna get jumped. Bubba's gonna so.
Bubba's from Florida, bro.
Yeah.
He's from Baghdad. Where real boys play.
Yeah. DB, Mr. Daniel Burger King Berger.
Yeah, I'll go.
What you got?
Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Zach.
I'll go. Sure, I didn't talk, but I'll go. You swayed me. I'm gonna go with Berger. I really walking in the fight didn't get much of a chance, but I liked your argument, man.
Appreciate that.
Go ahead, Jarrett.
Yeah, you know, unlike Sergio Garcia, I think Daniel Berger can fight, so I'm gonna have to go with Daniel Berger.
Okay, I'll stick up for my fellow lefty. I'm gonna go with Bubba. None of my vote counts, but
no one knew he was gonna vote for Bubba.
fucking Bubba's me swinging that link, yes.
All right, let me take a look at my bracket here. All right, so the finals or the semifinals, we got Sergio versus DB, Daniel Berger, and we got Leachman versus P. Reed. We're gonna have to decide how we want to do this because I honestly don't know. I think this is just gonna have to be raw, just debate.
I don't really know where to go from here.
Why don't you each
I've already
just get,
stated all
like-
my facts, bro. I got nothing left in the bag.
Hold on. What?
I was
Let's
gonna
just
say,
put it up to the.
why don't you do like a 20-25 second recap on your golfer so it's fresh with everybody, and then you vote.
We can do that.
Sounds good to me.
Not that I'm
Palm,
in
you
it,
on
but
the
yeah.
timer, Palm? We're gonna do 20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds speed round on this bag. I'm gonna give it 22 seconds because by the time I show it to you in your brain.
Wait, who's going, Mike?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
Let's go Sergio Berger
Brooks
first.
should be.
Sergio.
Hey, you want me to go then? You want me to go?
Clarky, are you ready?
Sure.
Clock is ticking.
All you.
So Sergio, we've already talked about his Spanish fire, just pure adrenaline and chaos coming from his head and heart all the way through his toes. You also got the ghost of 𝐓𝐲𝐽 that I recently mentioned, and no one can hit a 3-iron out of a bunker like 𝐓𝐲𝐽. So that's coming just right at DB. He's not going to have a chance to fight.
You're
anything.
done.
Pencils down, everyone. All right, who's up now? It's Sergio.
That was
Yeah,
Sergio.
no. Got a burger. All right.
Berger.
You let me know. Okay. So it's similar situation with Bubba. Except now he's got the reach because he's bigger than Sergio. So he's already got a couple brewskis down. He's got a fat lip packed. He's got a full horseshoe going for Sergio because he knows he's got to take this little Italian or whatever he is down. And Sergio's not going to put up much of a fight. He wants to be there for his kid. He doesn't want to be taken down by the Berg.
All right, Zach, after the recap, how would you like to sanction this vote? Is there any statement or past interaction you've had with these players that is your decision?
Did you see one of them in a bar?
Has Sergio ever thrown a shoe at you?
If so, you're entitled to compensation.
What'd you say, Swan?
I said, has Sergio ever thrown a shoe at you?
Not me personally. I wish. So I think Sergio, I just think of that experience recently in that bunker when he's just digging it up, throwing an absolute hissy fit. And I wonder if that's going to cause problems in the fight. Is he going to lose his cool to a point where he can't control himself? Or, is he going to stay locked in and focus for his son and his country?
Son. One thing I'd like to just point out is I think Sergio is too busy beating up bunkers and the plaques and boards they put out there for tournaments that people so kindly volunteered and set up. So, maybe he won't be throwing that many punches. He's fighting the earth.
You're not going to win a fight against Mother Nature, bud,
Yeah.
Jarrett, say something about your thoughts.
We're just voting.
I really haven't found one reason to see a strength in Sergio Garcia throughout this entire podcast. I don't. It's just crazy. I'm gonna go with Berger first round decapitation.
Okay. I'm gonna go against the grain here and definitely choose Sergio. I know it was a while ago, but if you remember that shot he hit at the Masters, I don't even know if the club hit the ball yet, and he was already up that hill. And then his little vertical for our YouTube viewers, his little vertical, dude, he got high. Whoop. So I think he'll show some fancy footwork, and I don't know if we know it, but he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, Sergio Garcia.
That was how many years ago, though? Like, you don't see MJ.
I believe it was 99, 2000.
Yeah, so I mean,
He's
his
old
vertical's
now.
only gotten better.
MJ's not jumping from the free throw line now.
He has 8. It could be something to do with the vertical.
That's guys, all of our listeners, that's a false claim. You don't need to get canceled.
Yeah, Sergio definitely isn't a purple belt either, to my knowledge. So I'm still going with Sergio.
He could be a black belt.
Yeah, last I checked, he was a brown belt.
But he's gonna fight like a white belt against Daniel Berger.
I'm saying Sergio's gonna have that revenge on his mind from this year's Ryder Cup. He's tired of getting beat up by the Americans.
I'm on the fence right now. Barrett, you got to vote.
Yeah, I just think Sergio wins this fight. I don't know how or why. I don't know. I just trust him more.
Wow. I can't get the image out of my head of him just lashing at that bunker. Like, there's a lot of rage there. So for that reason, I have to go with Sergio.
How many votes is that for Serge? Not 3?
That's 3.
3.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat Brooks in the first round. He's a guy, you know, big boy.
Okay. You're the only 2 people in the world.
He was
that would
wounded
say
though.
that.
Brooks was wounded.
Brooks gets out of there clean now. L.
All right, let's get to the next one. This one we got Leachman versus P. Reed. Barrett, would you like to go first or second?
I'll just give it a quick recap if we're doing that, and then we can debate like we were.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be quick. I don't know if you even needed time. I'm just going to go through his. All right, he is Patrick Nathaniel Reed, as we know. And again, just 6 feet, 203 pounds, dry as Palmer would say, from San Antonio. He's got that Texas, that kind of like personality, that cowboy kind of thing going on. That's P. Reed. That's who he is. And he just wins fights.
Ready, Palmer? My 20 seconds. Clark, have you ever seen a brick shit house? You ever seen one?
Couple.
It looks a lot like Mark Leishman, and he is from Australia, and you know what they are known for is just absolute backwoods toughness. It really, I mean, he sees kangaroos all the time. Kangaroo would scare the crap out of P. Reed. Not Mark Leishman, though.
I think Australia is known for wildfires, if I'm not mistaken. But
Mark Leishman's a wildfire, bro.
P. Reed is literally fucking Captain America. So I don't know what y'all got, but he's got his shield and shit. What else do you need? This guy defends the universe against the most heinous villains. So I don't know.
Foster's
Mark Leishman ever
Australian
fought
for beer.
kangaroo?
What's that?
Has Mark Leishman ever fought kangaroo? Because that would sway my vote pretty quickly.
I think he did star in Kangaroo Jack. I don't remember exactly,
Okay.
but
yeah, he was an extra. They're called marsupials.
he actually might have played a kangaroo in that.
You wouldn't even know.
Danny, does Mark Leishman have a good relationship with his parents?
I haven't gotten that deep into it. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Because P. Reed gave up the love of his parents for a girl. Imagine what he'd do in a bare knuckle fist fight.
That's a hashtag soft tweet. That's all I'm saying. If any of your boys gave up the love of your parents for a girl, bro, that's soft.
I think it was more so her giving up his parents, but I was just trying to make the case.
I feel like she wears the pants in that relationship.
Oh, for sure. He wears brown pants, but she wears the pants.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go with P. Reed on this one. He's just a guy. He's a machine.
A unit.
He's a unit.
Zach, is Patrick Reed gonna be wearing the choker with a cross in this fight, or is he gonna be going like?
Damn, bro.
I forgot.
Yeah, the choker will be on. He's subbing the cross for a shark tooth, though. He's gonna go with like a shark tooth.
It was just a
Which
phase,
we've
bro.
seen more sharks, bro. I don't.
Type of dude to wear one of those seashell necklaces or like the really close like white shells.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 90s look. He's a 90s baby, bro. Come on
I don't
now.
know what else Patrick Reed is gonna wear. Mark Leachman's fist, bro.
Knuckle sandwich. So yeah, who was the other one? Shane Lowry?
What?
Patrick Reed or Shane Lowry, bro?
Patrick
Andrew
Reed,
Keith
dude.
Johnson. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Mark Leishman. Just for the fact that I've seen him shirtless with some koalas. It was a pretty cool calendar. It was Aussie's hot take back in the 70s, you know.
I want to say purely because the choker's on, I'm gonna go with Patrick Reed.
Inevitably. What are the votes tallied at here? Has the tribe spoken?
Jared is a deciding vote right now.
Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know how many years back it was. It was either a Ryder Cup or a President's Cup or whatever. But I don't think we'll ever forget when P. Reed found out he was not paired up with Jordan Spieth. I think that's the most mad he's ever been. I mean, if you just get that into his head, if you were to make up like a fake Ryder Cup pairing and say that Mark Leishman is paired up with Jordan Spieth, I think that'd be a bad day for Leash Daddy. So I'm gonna have to go with Patrick Reed.
Wow.
Baby. So we got. What is the final match? We got
P.
Sergio
Reed.
versus P.
Sergio.
Reed. Wow,
Oh,
what a
man.
fight!
Jeez.
God.
So it's gonna be Clarkey representing Serge, and Barrett representing P. Reed. So Palmer, if you want to get the 20 seconds back up.
Let me go get that. Just
I'm
for
gonna do
the
it.
added. What were you gonna say there, brother?
Point flip for who goes first.
Cool, rip it.
Sure.
Barrett, call it.
Tails.
It is tails.
Tails, you ready?
You can
I'll go
defer or
second.
take it.
Who
I
goes
defer.
Oh, he's deferring. Oh, fuck.
ready, Blarky?
I'm ready.
17 beans on the clock.
Okay. I'm gonna split this into a 2v2. I'm gonna say Sergio's gonna have him and Seve, as Seve's been by him the entire side. And it's gonna be Patrick Reed versus his dad, who is his wife, whoever the hell that being is. It's gonna be. Sergio's gonna win that fight, guaranteed.
Interesting take there.
Yeah. It's gotta be done. It's a street fight. Do whatever you can to
That
win.
ain't it.
I think Clarkey just kind of said my side for me, and he's got to split this in a 2v2. He's got to make this a 2v2 to have a chance. I mean, if it's 1v1, we know P. Reed's coming out on top. P. Reed can move. He knows how to manipulate the sand to get it done, whereas Sergio's in the bunker kind of flailing around aimlessly, and I think that's going to kind of what it comes down to. If we're fighting on the beach, like Bob Barker, like that kind of scene, Bob Barker, Adam Sandler vibe, but we just switch over to the beach, we're tumbling around. P. Reed's ability to handle the sand and manipulate it is just going to be the tiebreaker.
Now, my question for you: when Patrick takes it to the ground, in your own words, there, is he more of a top or a bottom in the ground game? He's been known to roll around a bit.
From what I've learned about the guy, it's a top thing, and I can't explain it. He does a really good job using his lower body while on top. From I think a lot of years of mud wrestling. I think the mud wrestling is where that comes from. So P. Reed is a top guy. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's big in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he went to high school in Louisiana, so could have started there and then transferred over, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
The Bayou is known for their mud wrestling rings. It's pretty underground, but I've seen a couple videos on Vice, and that was my question. But good answer there. I'm definitely Patrick Reed is my vote.
I'm gonna say
Second that.
with Patrick Reed wearing a shark tooth choker instead of the cross choker, just means he doesn't believe in God enough to win this fight. His belief is no longer there, and then he just has nothing to fight for. If his belief in God isn't there, he has no belief in anything, not even himself.
Well said. Well said. Patrick Reed is.
I'm gonna wait, Smolin. What do you got?
I'm sticking with Patrick Reed. I don't know. It's just the ground game got me. Center mass is real low, dude. He is tough to get out from underneath, probably. I never have, but I just assume that might be why.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I think we've carried on this Sevy thing too long. There's only so many hits he can take. I really don't see him helping. I think Zach was a little bit right. I think Clarkie's kind of pushing off the man-on-man contact. Like, it needs to be guy on guy. There can't be any other factors about it. And I think Patrick Reed gets it done. Sergio doesn't have the lower body movement, so he's beat.
For the record, not that this matters, but I was going P. Reed.
Oh yeah,
that ground game lost it for me right there. I knew it was over as soon as that came up.
I don't think Clarkie had enough faith in his fighter. I think he was just relying on a Spanish
I didn't
guy.
plan on getting this far. I planned on just trying to beat you first round.
Neither did I. Neither did I. You shouldn't have been this far. Yeah.
Looks like the Chickalopes
Danny,
got
what
the best of Brooks.
was P. Reed seated in this bracket?
Let me take a look here, Zach. Was seated in the 6th position.
Wow.
6th seed.
Talk about an underdog. Talk about your Captain America.
Well, let's say Sergio didn't make it to the finals as an 8 seed.
Sergio was the 8th seed. So there's upset central.
Couple of Cinderellas out there.
Yeah, couples. No. Hey, we should go around and say who we thought was gonna win this before it started.
I'm with that. Not Keegan Bradley.
Yeah, definitely not Keegan Bradley.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd probably say Shane Lowry.
Was he even in this?
Mark Leachman. I thought Mark was gonna win.
I'll second that.
He ran into the buzzsaw that was Zach Barrett and P. Reed.
I actually thought if Jared would have got through Sergio in the first round, Brooks Koepka was going to win this. But
as Brooks Koepka should have gotten through in the first round, is what you mean?
Yeah, I thought
Brooks
was going to
inevitably
take
he would have ran into P. Reed. It wouldn't have mattered.
Fair.
Dude, I mean, it just.
Speechless, some would say. A Cinderella story we have here for the 18th episode of this cracked out podcast. But I don't for the first holy shit. For the first installment here of the PGA Fight Night, I appreciate your guys' time. Don't truly want to take up any more of it. But does anybody else have any other closing remarks or little add-ons here. I don't know if Danny Christie has anything else to add on or send us
I
into
do.
the. Let's hear it for you then.
I would just like to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time out of your evening and coming here, especially when one of the hosts was 20 minutes late and it wasn't Brandon Palmer. So thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. It was great talking to all of you. Look forward to speaking with you all again.
100%. We definitely want to do more of these, get you guys involved, keep everyone chatting, see everybody's face. And the more we get into the season of golf and just be able to talk to each of you individually and together about your jobs, your endeavors, cool experiences, I think the listeners would love that. I don't think there's many platforms out there right now that are kind of this, not this young, but just kind of collective, diverse, young, and, you know, in the same industry. Some would say good, but who are they? But yeah, once again, guys, really appreciate your time. And this has been Tipped Out Podcast PGA Tour Fight Night.
Contraband got that dope.
Sometimes I don't feel alright. New girl on my face, she said she nigga, but that's why I don't feel alright. Catch me in the good mood, I just might.
Stop talking, I'm breaking the bank, yeah.